folks? I'm Ultrazilla with a little bit of an Ultrazilla live. It is the 9th anniversary of Ultrazilla and Ultrazilla Toys here on YouTube, and I thought, gotta celebrate with a little live stream, and it's been quite a day though. So we might keep this one a little bit shorter than the rest because there's like some things to attend to here that's going on in the house, some household problems, and you know, it's been a day, guys. It's been weeks, like nonstop, like issues. You guys have heard me talk about it before, and it hasn't been good. What's up, Ghost? How are you? Hope you are well. Again, I don't know how long I'm staying this time because it's just like one of those things where my head isn't completely in it. We'll let the stream decide on how we go. But I did want to reflect a little bit on 9 years here on YouTube. Man, that went fast too. Like, I'm also doing this on a new computer. It's not my new computer. It's my wife's new computer. And without like the aid of much else. So, let me know how the picture looks to you guys. Let me know how the stream looks. Let me know how the sound looks. Let me know all of that good stuff. And maybe, I'm very comfortable sitting over here where I am right now. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. What's up, Team ROG? Hope you are good. Thank you, John. A little bit tough. Last few weeks. Like I said on a few places, I fell. I got hurt. Hurt my like lower back tailbone area. I fell on the stairs in front of my house, so it was nice like concrete stairs, so steps. So not good. I went flying. We had the video of it for a little bit, and it was not good. I was pretty hurt. On top of that, my mom's was in the hospital. My father-in-law was in the hospital. So yeah, it's been some weeks. And then like you kind of like when all this stuff is happening and like you're trying to like maintain like the channel and stuff and work and all that, and I'm also like I keep looking away from where the camera is, so I'm kind of getting used to it. It's an ongoing process of like just trying to figure out my place in all of this, and that's what led to like last week's organizing. I was a little depressed, so this thing is bothering me. This back here is bothering me. So let's fix that. There we go. But anywho, thank you very much. Oh, that's good to hear. I was wondering about. I'm like closest to the router here too, so I had a feeling it would look the clearest, but also the technology of this computer is a little better where I don't really need an additional camera. It seems pretty good. I had a little test earlier, that I just recorded live and I watched it back, and it looked decent. So that was pretty good. Thank you, Gar. Thank you for being a part of the channel daily. I mean, that's very, very hard. It's hard enough for me to do it, but for someone to comment daily, I really, really appreciate that, Gar. Ghost having a great year. Kamen Rider Gav has been the best show this year. Ultraman Omega is okay. I have not seen Ultraman Omega yet. I know 3 episodes are out now. I do plan on watching it. I do want to give it a chance. Just haven't had a chance to check it out. To start there, like if you guys want to talk about stuff I'm watching, Dan the Dan started again. So with 3 episodes deep of that, I got to tell you, not as much into it so far this season as I was last season. And then Kaiju number 8 started, I guess, today. but I haven't watched it yet. Just re-upped my Crunchyroll earlier. I was planning to watch it before this so I could talk about it, but it did not happen. So you know what it is. Eric, what's up? What? Eric, come on, you shouldn't you shouldn't have. But thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you for being part of the channel. Thank you, Team ROG. Very, very cool. Let's see. I feel similar with organizing. I did inventory and have over 700 toys. I haven't opened due to life getting in the way. Oh my gosh, yeah. I have a lot too. I don't think it's 700 toys, but I have a lot that I haven't opened. And that's one of those like ongoing like things, right? Where I have so many things in my backlog that are pretty old now because I've been very, very good about if I bought something, I'm gonna review it as soon as possible. In the last 2 years, I've been really, really good with that. So if I bought something, I reviewed it, in a timely within the year, right? But in the years before that, I guess I bought so much that I just couldn't keep up with it, and I was doing less reviews. So that was part of it too. So it kind of built up in like the years before that. So I'm pretty good. I want to say like even going as far back as like 2023, I don't have anything that, is from those 2023, 24, 25. Like I don't think I have anything. I'd have to go back to like some things that I bought in like 2022 that is probably in my backlog and before that. So that is, it's a good thing of how I've progressed in those terms. But it's, those old things are still there. And, it's an ongoing conversation where I'm like, well, why don't I concentrate on some of that stuff instead of buying new stuff? But it's kind of hard to keep the channel going afloat and interesting to people who are new, who are looking for new stuff. Like it's hard to keep it going. So there's got to be a balance. I haven't been good at balancing, in the last few months because there's a lot of stuff that's come out. So there's that. I mean, I actually have a little backlog from this year right now. I think I have like a few things. I think I probably have like a week's worth, of stuff, and a couple things came in today. And just to let you guys know, like I did get a bunch of the Power Rangers Reignition toys, just the Zords and the Megazord. Everything except for the Pterodactyl Zord is coming, which apparently is not up yet at Walmart.com for whatever reason. And I did see another toy reviewer, shout out Toy Shiz, like say that one is going to be out a little bit later for whatever reason. And he was just at an event, a Toy Insider event that Playmates was at. So I think that's good authority. I am going to review those individually. Like I don't think I've ever reviewed Zords individually, but I'm going to be reviewing those individually. And then there's the one Megazord that comes all together with lights and sounds, and that's coming as well. Mecha Kongzilla, congratulations on 9 years. I hope everyone here is having a good day. Me too. I hope you all are having a great day and better than mine. Ghost, you didn't have to as well. God, you guys. I mean, I appreciate it, but you don't have to do that stuff. 700 unopened toys and counting. Let's go. That's a lot of toys. I don't know how many toys are in my backlog. There is a good amount. And I would like to get to those because what I was doing when I did hit some of that backlog earlier this year, I was able to review that stuff and then put it on eBay, which is something I want to do because it's fair to say most of the stuff on my backlog, I probably would have reviewed if I was like super, super, super like into it. But that's not completely true because there is a bunch of Soul Shogun stuff that I love. I was like, man, I just don't have the time to like sit down and review this and then review this. And, you guys know how I am with some of those, like robot reviews. It just takes so long. So hopefully I could get to some of them sooner than later. But there is, like I said, there's a good amount of stuff, and there's a bunch of stuff here already, from this year that I got to get to first. Thank you, Eric. 2 a.m. in the UK. Well, I appreciate you hanging out. I'm sorry I made it an hour later. I had no choice at that point. There was like too much going on. So it is what it is. But I appreciate you being here. Again, a lot of you guys, you helped the channel go. So I'm really, really appreciative of all of you. So, as far as other stuff that's coming, little spoiler, I have a box coming from Bandai to start out the week. And another box, from Bandai. So I don't know what's in this box. I'll be honest. It wasn't through the same people that contacted me before for the 70th anniversary of Godzilla. It was other PR people that contacted me, and I don't know exactly what's coming. Like I told them, hey, I'm into this, and but you could send me really anything because I cover a lot of different things, and I kind of hope they send me some different things. For context, if you guys follow the Geek Chest, I know Steve, did a live stream unboxing of a bunch of things, but there was a box from Bandai too. And from what he said during that live stream, I'm guessing it's along the same lines, because he got a Godzilla figure and an Ultraman figure. I kind of shouldn't have said Godzilla because I just reviewed pretty much everything that they have going on right now. So, hey, I'll just say this. It's going to go in an unboxing if I have it, and then I'll do a full unboxing there. I'm not going to review it again. But do tune in to that unboxing coming up early this week. It was actually supposed to be here yesterday, and it got delayed. Because I will announce right away, right in that unboxing, if I'm going to give away something. Because I like to give something away, usually during the anniversary anyway. But we did a giveaway, just a couple of months back. And, so this was a little iffy. But, when Bandai said they were sending me stuff, figured, there's bound to be something in there that I have. It's just how it goes. And that will be the giveaway, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. All right, it's cool. Got a barrel of coffee on the go. Good for you. All I have is some frozen seltzer right now. I barely was able to eat something ahead of this. I had a sweet potato. Purple Japanese sweet potato, by the way. Very, very good. So I'm okay for now, but, I could go for some coffee again, too. Ghost says, most of the unopened toys are model kits or Chogokin 3.0 since it takes me 2+ hours to open this up. I see? That's what I'm saying. I have a bunch of model kits, and I gotta tell you, I'm on the verge of just taking those model kits and putting them on eBay because I just don't see how I'm ever gonna have the time to put some of those together. I had good intentions, but I feel like the model kits are going to be the ones that are going to go on eBay unopened. Because then if I do something with them, it's just kind of going to be very odd. You know what I'm saying? How you notice that most old robot figures have been released as motorized, I have noticed. I'm glad that Bandai has started doing super robots through the Robot Spirits line in the side super line, because the kits are too much. I can't deal with it. There's too many of them. It's cool, but it's just too many. Brick, thank you so much. 5 more days till your anniversary. How long have you been on YouTube, Brick? That's really, really cool. And really, thank you guys. You don't have to send anything, but thank you. But YouTube has been a very interesting animal, right? It's constantly changing. What works Oh wow, I didn't even realize you're in Tokyo, man. That is awesome. Wow, congratulations. That is fantastic. Very, very cool. That's awesome. I'm very jelly. Like I'd much rather be in Tokyo right now. Um, but like this constant change. Like what I'm saying, like, and it's been a roller coaster. Like this channel went from like somebody or like I was on Facebook earlier just to because this is gonna have some context. I was on Facebook earlier, and someone was like, "Hey, it was a Transformers group," and someone was like, "Hey, yeah, this Megatron Studio Series Megatron, somebody has it on eBay for like $250. You think this person is trustworthy? I want to get it, so I could be one of the first to open it for my channel." And it's like a starting channel. I'm like, man, like, just don't do that. Like, don't do that. You never want to spend more on this stuff, and because it's like if you're doing it too early, and I can't imagine when I first starting out, because I had some, big hits within those first 6 months, and then it just kind of faded back again. So it's like, and that was me not spending extra money on it, like, if you don't have like a channel that's like developed enough yet, you're just throwing your money away because it's going to have that high, when you do that, you will get hits, but then you're gonna have low again because the quality isn't there yet. So, to anybody starting a YouTube, like don't start trying to spend like all this extra money to get something first. First could be your last sometimes, honestly. You know. Well, coming up soon, coming up soon, Break. That's awesome. Happy when they announced the Apple. Yep. I still gotta review that one. Oh, let me know if there's some else you should check out in Tokyo. Nakano tomorrow and plenty of SIC hunting and holing. Yeah, I mean Nakano's where you want to go, man. Like that's where you want to go. You're gonna find a lot of stuff there. Ah, yeah, right. That would be awesome. I started with NECA now, SH and Haya. As are you talking as a collector or stuff you're doing on a channel? I miss you. You guys talk. But yeah, I mean, like I'm, saying, like, this channel, I just need, it took a while before I finally found like my footing here. Like it took a long time, and then there was like massive highs, like 2018, like 2 years. I started this channel in 2016. 2018, there was a lot of good things that came out, and the channel went up, and it was a good time for it because I was starting to find that footing. So from then on out, I felt like it was still good, but you still get your ups and downs, and then something definitely happened to the algorithm. Like, and a lot of people have talked about this in the last like 6 to 8 months, and things have definitely been a massive roller coaster this year. But like, like I go back and I look at the last 2 years, and there's definitely like ebbs and flows like that. But it just seems like there's like so much of that happens that like even in like the formula, whatever that formula is, it's like it's not reliable because it's constantly changing. Um, and this is one of the things like in the organizing last week when I was talking about it, it was just like, and it was depressing me because I do think about this, and I know a lot of you guys like have my back and stuff, but like like it does feel like for the most part, except for the good handful of you guys, like most people that follow the channel follow me for certain toys, and they turn up when those toys are reviewed, and everything else is just like whatever. Whereas like I see other reviewers who, if they do something else, sometimes that stuff gets really good views too, and it just feels like it's a me issue and not a channel issue. Like what's up with me? So I it's one of those things that you know, that definitely hurts, like, so it definitely gets me down, and especially when other things are happening. And it's just like I can't make heads or tails of the space, like, it really feels like, man, like, how do I get over that hump? But you just keep going, man. Like, 9 years, that went by fast. Holy cow, collector mostly for Team ROG, but I want to get into YouTube soon. But so I hope you take some of my advice. Thoughts on the Space Adventure Cobra video game? I love the original show, and Storm Collectibles doing a figure as well. Now, I've only seen like little bits and pieces of Space Cobra. Like, I remember seeing it a long time ago, probably when I wasn't supposed to see something like that. Uh, so I don't know. Like, I have, I haven't seen much on the video game, so I don't know. Shout out Ultrazilla, thank you. Like I told you, your production and branding are some of the best on YouTube. I really, ToyTube, thank you. Yeah, it is ToyTube, right? What you cover totally scratches my Kaiji Toku robot. Thanks, man. Like, I really appreciate that. I really, really do. It's I mean, that makes me feel good. Again, I mutual respect, man. Seriously, like, I love what you're doing right now too. Guys, follow Brick Something if you haven't. Check me out on his channel. I was there. It also helps having the playlist. Sometimes I miss a week of videos, so having a playlist organized helps to catch up. I try to. I need more playlists. Like, I haven't done more playlists in a while, but I need to break it up even further. I feel like a little bit. I do try. Everything I have. That I do. I try to put into a playlist. But there's more that I could like separate even further, which would definitely help. But man, like, on this, it's weird that, like, I think when I started this, I had like some sort of like 5-year plan. I was just like, but that like went out the window so fast, because it's like, this stuff dictates itself, and you learn that pretty quickly. So I don't know. It's a little bit odd. So as far as some other things, just like to get away from that, finally saw Jurassic World Rebirth yesterday. Me and Ultrazilla Jr. went to see it, and it was pretty good. It wasn't good. It wasn't a good movie, but it was a pretty good time at the theater. You just hang out, like, have some goobers, have some Coke or an icy, as Ultrazilla Jr. had, and have a good time. Is it a great movie? No, but like, I just don't know what fans want out of the Jurassic. I don't know what they want out of it anymore. like, what can you do with Jurassic World anymore? Like, without like completely rebooting it. Like, what do you do? And if you reboot it, do you reboot it the same way? I just don't know where you go. And it's funny because this one's called Rebirth, and it's just like, it doesn't feel like anything of a rebirth at all. Like, if anything, it like closed it even further. So I'm unsure of where it would go from here. It was such an open, closed, like, movie that didn't really further anything. It's very, very, very weird. I wasn't expecting much from Jurassic World, but how was the Stardust Rex on screen? It looks cool. I feel like they just didn't do enough with it, to tell you the truth. But it looks cool. Like, I would love to see like a cool like Hammond collection figure of it, because it looks very, very nice. But that's like another thing. It's just, that story just kind of went nowhere. Like, I don't know. It's very odd in that way, and I think that's where the hate is for this movie, is like what they actually did in the movie. Just kind of like the plot that they set up and then the plot that they tried to do like didn't really coincide with each other at all. Am I excited for the Shin Godzilla re-release? Not really. Honestly, not really. Shin Godzilla is not one of my favorite movies. It's fine, like I don't think I'm gonna go see it in the theater again or anything. But I did see it like on a digital movie poster yesterday at the theater. And I was like, hey, look, Shin Godzilla's coming back. Jurassic Park had one good movie. I love it when they mention people get bored of dinosaurs, but that's the entire franchise itself. They keep showing dinosaurs. I'll wait for cable. I don't blame you. I don't know if Jurassic Park had one good movie because I enjoyed plenty of them. I enjoyed most of them, I'd say. Like I said, even this one, it's dinosaurs. Here's the thing. This movie shoots itself in the foot because that's what this whole plot mainly is about, is the people got bored of dinosaurs thing. And it's like, honestly, I don't think so. It's just people getting bored of the way you're making movies, maybe. But there's still a lot of people watching these movies, and they still do care about this subject matter. And that's spoilers part of the movie is if dinosaurs really came back in real life, there is no way we'd be bored of them. That makes no sense. So it's a very odd, premise, and a lot of it doesn't make sense. As a fun adventure action movie, totally fine though. It gets from point A to point B, and there you go. But whatevs. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't think I'm going to keep this open too much longer. Like I said, I wanted to keep this a little shorter, but I do want to thank everyone again, for being part of the channel for the last 9 years. Do stay tuned for that Bandai unboxing because, like I said, chances are there might be something in there that I'm probably going to give away. And if there is, it's going to be a mystery box day because that's what it is for me. It seriously is. They didn't tell me what they're sending at all. So it'll be a mystery box day video, but in the title, if something I have, you'll know there's going to be a giveaway right in the title of the unboxing. But do tune into that unboxing anyway. Should be fun. Who knows what they're sending me? I do hope for some Ultra stuff because I haven't done a lot of Ultraman stuff lately. I did a few things actually, but overall in the last year, I'd say it's been less Ultraman stuff and a lot of other things. But there's some cool stuff coming. I'm really looking forward to that Power Ranger stuff. That should be really fun. I can't wait to see what Playmates does with it. If the Zords and Megazord end up at the same quality as the Voltron stuff, that's thumbs up from me because I loved what Playmates did with the Voltron stuff. I think they did a really good job with that. As a huge Voltron collector, I really like the Playmates stuff. I think they did a fantastic job overall. So I'm hoping, at least with on the Zord side of things, that's where they went as well. So, hoping it's those are good. Saw the SH Ultra Omega figure, gorgeous. I'm really actually into that character. Yeah, it's really cool. I gotta get that figure. It's probably out now. I would guess it's out now, or it's coming out now. They usually coincide with the show or roundabouts. Might be out in Japan already. You got to look into it. Definitely have to get that figure. It does look cool. He's got definitely a kind of like a wrestler vibe to it. So that's pretty cool. All right, guys. I'm gonna keep it at that. Once again, I just wanted to do just a short one this time, just to celebrate the anniversary. And again, there's too much stuff going on here that I gotta get back to. And see how it's progressing. So thanks for being a part of the channel. Thank you for being part of this live stream, guys. Thanks for your donations too. Again, I didn't have to do that. That's very, very cool. But I appreciate it. And you guys have yourselves a good night. Brick, enjoy the rest of your Japan trip, man. That is so awesome. Oh, wait. Joe Fisher's here. Hello, Joe Fisher. When I was a kid in the early 80s, I had a 70s looking Godzilla. Then I also had a 70s Godzilla that had metal spots on him, like Mecha Godzilla. And when he looked like Godzilla before he removed the skin. I don't know what that one is. I'm not sure. Thank you, Brick. Really, really appreciate that once again. Thank you, Eric Kaiju. That very much appreciate that as well. But like I said, I'm gonna shut it down a little bit early tonight. So Eric, thank you. See you in the next review coming up. Probably if this Bandai box comes on Monday, like it's saying it is, it could come even tomorrow actually, because sometimes it says it's in my city already. So maybe it'll come tomorrow. But either way, tomorrow's Ultrazilla news. Monday should be the Bandai, and then we got reviews right after that coming. Like I said, I got a bunch of things in. Check out my Instagram. A couple new things came in today too. One of those are going to be reviewed probably first, and then I'm going to jump into some of that Power Ranger stuff, which should be here tomorrow. So make sure you check out my Instagram for pics of that too. All right, guys. Thanks again. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.